other quarterback. We got to talk about the guy who's now in black and yellow. He was in green and yellow before. Now he's in black and yellow. Aaron Rodgers, still in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
He's with the Pittsburgh Steelers now. A lot of people are saying that this may not work out because of Aaron Rodgers, because of his age, and this is more than likely his last season. And then you heard the Browns fan, you heard Tay say this is going to be a losing season for the Steelers. So I know you got some stuff to say about that, but how you feel about A-Rod and what do you believe his stats will be this year? What's your prediction for Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, stats. Okay. So Aaron Rodgers, I wasn't too excited when we got him, to be honest, just because all the extra stuff that came with it. I didn't know what kind of Aaron Rodgers we were getting initially. But then once he got to us, and you hear, what he's saying, how he's going about things, you hear how the player's saying he is, and you seeing what he's actually doing, okay, this might be an Aaron Rodgers that's really locked in and really trying to just give it his all one more year with a coach that he really, really respects. And he doesn't just want to win it for himself, but he want to win for the coach. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if Aaron Rodgers can just be, because last year he didn't have a terrible season. I feel like with the Jets, he was asked to do so much, asked to come in and save them. They had a lot of coaching issues. They fired the coach, and then all this. It was just a lot of chaos over there, to be quite honest.
I'm glad they fired their coach because now he's back in San Francisco.
No, that's a good pick for y'all. But I really think that him with the Jets is like one of those years that he had to overcome so much stuff that was non-football related. And even before the season last year, I don't think he even was in training camp that much with them and like practicing with them and all that stuff. So, because I remember a report came out about how he wasn't, working out with some of the receivers, but I know he was locked in with Garrett Wilson, which, he a beast. I feel like he better than DK Metcalf too, to be quite honest.
I don't disagree with you.
But I think A-Rod brings, like you said, experience. He's a guy that knows how to get the ball where it needs to be. He's a guy that can survey the field. His health is definitely going to be of question because he's of his age. But his arm ability is not a question because I hear what people say in them training camps. Like Patrick Queen, I was watching him with Uncle Shay and Ocho, and he was talking about how in practice – they was like, how is it playing against DK? He was like, I mean, they know they're going to praise up their teammates, but he brought up, you got to deal with him, and then you got A-Rod out there throwing no-look passes and all this kind of stuff. It's like, oh, he's still doing all that? You know what I'm saying? And our defense, initially in the beginning of the training camp, we was dominating the offense. Like, we'll do seven shots, and they'll win like 5-2, 6-1. They was dogging them, like, most games. So, which I kind of assumed that would happen because, A-Rod has to get settled in with all his receivers and all that good. Everybody has to get settled in. But I think, A-Rod going to have a pretty decent season. I think his touchdowns he has a high chance of having a lot of touchdowns because I feel like we're going to use our tight ends a lot. And, in the red zone, tight ends, and even DK, he's a big body, So I feel like he has a lot of good weapons. He's a really good red zone quarterback too. And I think that's where he really gonna make a lot of his bread and butter. But as far as his stats, I'm not sure if he's gonna throw for 4,000 this year, to be quite honest. I'm not sure how prolific our receivers are going to be, as far as just racking up endless yards every game. Like I said, I'm not that sold on DK, man. I like him. He has his highs, but he's not consistently good in my eyes. Like, he doesn't consistently show up.
He checks out too much. You can easily get into his head. You can easily stop his game because Diamador Lenore did that a couple times in San Francisco against him. So I trust me, I know. Charvarius Ward did it as well. I've even seen him. Ramsey had did it before too.
So last year he played 17. He played the whole year with the Jets. 38. Well, I'm going to give him 3,900. He was 3 yards away from 3,900. 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. I think this year, to be honest, because I didn't notice that he almost had 4,000 last year. he can definitely throw for 4,000 with us. I think he can get close to that 38 to 4,000 range. I feel like I'm gonna give him 4,000 though. I'm gonna say he can get 4,000 yards. I feel like he can throw for 35 touchdowns next year. Like I said, I think he has a high chance to get a lot of touchdowns because
I mean, you do got Pat
think,
Fairmouth, you got John Smith, you
and
got.
I think our defense gonna get a lot of turnovers, give us good field position, and I think he's excellent enough to just get the job done. It's just about what the receiver's gonna do. Like I'm more sold on our tight ends, to be quite honest. I like Calvin Austin. I think Roman Wilson has a chance to shine. Robert Woods is a steady vet. That's cool. DK is our main guy though. That I got to see how he gonna act, man. To be quite honest, he's very talented. It's just about that man. Like you said, he gets taken out the game a lot. But I think he can throw for 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, and I think he'll have no more than 10 interceptions next year.
Okay, so 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That's not a bad year.
Yeah, I think he can ball out. I think he can ball.
Not a bad year.
I think he can ball this year.
And that don't even sound too crazy. Because now crazy would have been you saying 5,000 yards and 40 crazy. Touchdowns and 5 interceptions. I said that's prime A-Rod. I don't know if he's that anymore.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like 3,800 to 4,000. That's doable for him this year. I think that's doable because, like I said, them tight ends. We got a lot of tight ends that can catch the ball.
I mean, as bad as the Jets' offense looked last year, I'm surprised that you said he almost threw for 4,000 yards last year. I was thinking that maybe his yards like 3,200, 3,300, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, he only had like 4 seasons his whole career without throw for 4,000. So I know he older, but they saying he looking good in training camp. He just got to stay. You know, we got to protect him at the end of the day.
That's the one thing that the Jets couldn't do last year. They couldn't protect them at all. I mean, can the Jets protect anybody? Because they don't know they can protect Justin Fields right now either. So
man, good luck to him.
Good luck to him. Now we done got some of the fun out the way. Now we got to talk about your schedule.
Okay.
We got to talk about what your record's going to look like next year. Of course, in the AFC North, you already know who you battling against. The